Okay, good afternoon, class. Right. So today we continue, right? 2.1. Okay. Okay. So for this exercise that I gave last week, right? So I will give you the answer in the group. Okay. So you can check whether it's right or wrong. Okay. And if it's wrong, you can make a correction. So if you have any question that you don't understand, okay, you can text me, right? Okay. So we continue. Okay. So alright, we already learned, okay, what is the displacement, what is the distance, what is the velocity, alright, what is the speed, right, and what is the acceleration, okay, and we already know the formula and how you want to count or how you want to find the displacement, the velocity, acceleration, and time, okay. So in the lab, right, so in the lab, so how you want to find actually by experiment, okay, how you want to find the displacement. Yes, Yayi. Okay, so how you want to find displacement, velocity, and acceleration? Okay, in by using the experiment. Okay, in the lab. Okay, so this is called as a ticker timer. Okay, so this is called as a ticker timer. This is called as a ticker tape. Okay, and will be connected to the power supply. Okay, the alternating current. Okay, all right, and then I will show you in the video actually. Okay, how the experiment will be done. Okay, so let's see the video first. Wait. Okay, so this is actually the ticker tape, right? Ticker tape and ticker timer. Okay, so the ticker tape will be connected to the ticker timer. Okay, by using the cellophane tape, right? You will do this experiment in the lab. Okay, after the school open. Okay, so you put it on the trolley here, and then you will let go the trolley. Okay, and then the ticker tape will move. Okay, with the trolley, and then uh, there is a you can see a dot there. Okay, that will be formed. Okay, okay, right. So here is actually the ticker tape is actually already have a carbon, right? So this one, at the ticker timer, okay, there will be one metal that will vibrate, right? So it will vibrate on the ticker tape here, okay. So after that, it will form a dot, okay. So you will see later, all right. But this one they didn't use the carbon one, so they have to put a carbon here, okay. But in our lab, they already have a carbon, so we don't need to put the carbon here. Okay, it's already have a carbon on the ticker tape. Okay, right, so you have to let go. Okay, then it will give you the dot, right? And then you have to paste, yeah, see, right? Can see there is a dot here. So this one will perform, it will form, okay, after you let go the trolley. Okay, so this one we do the experiment in the lab, okay, when the school open. Okay, so I just want you to see, right, what is the ticker tape actually. Okay, all right, so that is a ticker tape. All right, so we move on to the next part. Okay, so it is connected to so this one already explained, to an alternating current. Okay, we don't use the direct current, we use the alternating current. Okay, alternating current, power supply of 50 hertz. Okay, when it's turned on, the iron strip will vibrate. So there will be the iron strip here, it will vibrate. Okay, it will knock the ticker tape here. So it will form a dot, dot, dot like this. Okay. So, and then the next one, the time taken to make 50 dots on the ticker tape is 1 second. Right, so hence the time interval between two consecutive dots is 1 divided by 50 is equals to 0.02. Means from this dot to this dot, the time taken is 0.02 second. Okay. Alright, so the next one, give definition of one tick. So one tick is actually time interval between two dots. Okay, two dots here. Okay, between two dots here, this one we call it as a one tick. So one tick, two tick, three ticks, okay, and so on. Right? So this one is actually the time interval between two dots. Right? So are you clear about the ticker timer? Anything you want to ask teacher? Yeah. Alright. Okay, so alright, so after you do the experiment, okay, we have to investigate the distance, the displacement, the speed, the time and velocity or acceleration or deceleration by using the ticker tape, right? So the step one, okay, you have to find the time taken for 50 ticks, okay? So the time taken for 50 ticks is 1 second. So time for one tick is 0.02 second. Okay, so and then the time taken from A to B. So from A to B here, okay, so you have to calculate how many ticks. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there is a 10 ticks here. Okay, so you already know for one tick is 0.02. So if 10 ticks means 0.02 times 10, right? So you will get 0.2 second. Okay, so from time taken from A to B, so how many ticks? So 10 ticks. Okay, so this is 0.2 second. Is it okay for time? Any question you want to ask? You don't understand, you want to ask teacher? Okay. Right. And then the next one, you have to determine the displacement. Okay, actually the displacement is the length, okay, from point A to point B, okay, in cm. Okay, so actually the displacement from A to B is 8 cm, right? Okay, so means you have to measure, okay, the measure from the first tick until the 10 ticks here, okay, and then you use your ruler, okay, you use your ruler and measure the length here, okay. So that is the displacement. Okay, and then determine the velocity. So this is the formula for velocity. Displacement divided by time. Okay, so you already know the displacement is 8 cm. So 8 divided by, okay, the time taken for 10 ticks, we already count before 0.2, right? So 8 divided by 0.2, what you will get? 8 divided by 0.2, you will get 40. Okay, so 40 cm as negative 1. So this is the velocity. Okay, so you have to find the length, okay, from the first tick until the 10 ticks. Okay, and then you measure it using the ruler. Okay, and then the time you have to count, right? So 1, 1, 2, sorry. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 ticks. So we already know one tick is 0.02, right? So if 10 ticks means 0.02 multiplied by 10. So you will get 0.2 second. Okay. So this is how you count the velocity. Okay, just using the displacement and also the time here. Okay, next one, how you want to find the acceleration. So you already know, okay, before the acceleration formula is v minus u divided by t, right? where v is actually the final velocity. Okay, final velocity, u is the initial velocity. Okay, and the time taken. Okay, time taken. Okay, for change. Okay, of velocity. Okay, from initial to final velocity. So how long does it take? Okay, so that is the time. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. All right. Time is the initial u to final v. Okay, this one I already explained. Okay, so the next one. Okay, how you want to find the acceleration? Okay, so let's say the direction of motion is from right to left. Okay, so this is the direction of motion. Okay, direction of motion. Okay, so if they give you the direction of motion from left to right, so mean this side should be initial velocity and this side should be final velocity. But if they give you the direction of motion from left to right, okay, from left to right, so this one will come out first. So this we call as the initial velocity and this part we call it as a final velocity. Okay, so you have to see the direction of the motion first, right? So I repeat, if the direction of motion to the left, mean this part come out first, this dot come out first. Okay, so this one should be initial velocity, right? And this part, okay, will be the final velocity. But if the direction of motion is to the right, okay, is to the right, means from left to right, okay, so this one should be initial velocity, this one should be final velocity. Okay, all right, so the next one you have to find the acceleration. So you already know a is equals to v minus u divided by t. Means in this question you have to find the final velocity first, the initial velocity and also time. Okay, the final velocity is here, right? This part, right? So v is equals to s over t, right? Okay, S is a displacement, means the length of DE. Okay, so the length of DE is 7.5. Okay, so how about the time? Alright, so the time we have to calculate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you have 10 ticks there. So 1 tick is 0.02, right? So if 10 ticks means 10 multiplied by 0.02. Okay, so what's the answer? Yeah. What is the value of V here? Anyone? 37.5, right? Right. So 37.5 CMS negative 1. Don't forget the unit, right? So 37.5 CMS negative 1. So next you have to find U. Okay, so U is actually, we use the same formula, displacement divided by time. Okay, so displacement here is the length of AB, right? I already told you if the direction of motion is to the left, so means this one come out first. So this will be U. Okay, so S is 1.5. Okay, and then the time. So if this part is 10 ticks, this part also must be 10 ticks. Okay, they have to divide it equally. Okay, so this one you don't need to calculate the time. You just use the V, right? The time for V there. So that means 0.2. Okay, so can you calculate for teacher? 1.5 divided by 0.2 is? Yes, very good. 7.5. Okay, 7.5 CMS negative 1. Okay, and then we already have V, we already have U. Now we have to find T. Okay, for T, for acceleration, okay, you have to jump from one part to one part, right? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, I repeat again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. until you reach the V part. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so T here is 3 multiplied by the total time for each part. So the total time for each part here is actually 0.2, right? Because we already know they have a 10 ticks here. So one tick is 0.02. If 10 ticks means 0.2. So 3 multiplied by 0.2. Okay, the total time for one tick. So you have to know the difference between T for velocity or inertial velocity and T for acceleration is different. Okay. For T, if you want to find T for acceleration, you have to jump 1, 2, 3. So 3 times by the total time for each ticker take for each part. So for each part is 0.2. So you will get 0.6 here. Okay, now you already have V, you already have U, and already have T. So just put in the formula here. So 37.5 minus 7.5, and then you divide by 0.6. Okay, so please calculate. 15 cms negative 1 or negative 2? Yes, negative 2, right? So 50 cm as negative 2. Okay, it's okay. Are you clear how to calculate the acceleration? Anyone want to ask teacher how to calculate? Remember, right? It's different if you want to calculate time for velocity and time for acceleration. It's not same. Okay, for velocity, you just count how many ticks in one part and then you multiply by 0.2, right? But for the time for acceleration, you have to jump from each part until it reach the final velocity. And then you miss this one, you have jump 3 times, right? So 3 multiplied by the total time for each part of the ticker take. Okay, so 0.6, right? Okay. Okay, now I give you time, okay, for you to answer question number 2. Okay, let's try on your own. Question number 2. You have to find the acceleration. Okay, so means you have to find V, U, and T first. Okay, try to do first. Okay, you can type your answer, okay, in the chat, or you can open your mic and tell me your answer. -600 cms -2, right? So any other answer? Let's see if your friends got the same answer. Anyone? If it's wrong, it's okay. At least you try. 15 cms negative 2. Okay. Kenny. Is it correct I pronounce your name? Kenny? Kenny, alright. Kayi got 50 cms negative 2. Hauren got 3.75 cms negative 2. Yilin got 15 cms negative 2. Okay. 15 cms negative 2. Okay, so we got many answers here. Anyone? Any people want to try again? 600 cms negative 2, right? Joey got 600 cms negative 2. Is that 1.4 or 40 cm? 1.4. Howard is a 1.4. This is 0.2. This is 1.4. Okay, so let's try. Okay, so acceleration A is V minus U divided by T. Okay, so remember when you want to calculate something, you want to use a formula, make sure you write the formula. Sometimes in exam, okay, they give you mark for the formula. Okay, they will give you mark for formula. And it's a part of train, okay, to train you to remember the formula. Because in the SPM, they will not give you all the formula. Sometimes if they give, it's useless. Cannot use it. Okay. So you have to try, right, to remember, okay, as much as the formula that you can remember, right? No, I use 14 cm. Oh, that's why you got so, you got 600 something, right, before? Okay. Before that, anyone, if you still didn't take the module, okay, that I left in the guide, you can take. Okay, you can take anytime because the guide post is actually open for 24 hours. You can go at night, okay, at morning, it doesn't matter because the guide post is open for 24 hours. Okay, you can just go and take. Alright, so let's see the answer whether it's correct or not. So you can see the direction of motion here, right? It's to the left. Mean this part come out first. Okay, they move to the right means this part come out first. Okay, so if this part come out first, so this one should be U and this one should be V. Okay, so the next part you have to calculate the initial value. So let's calculate the initial value. 0.2 divided by 0.02, right? Because this one is only one tick. Okay, the U is only one tick and one tick is equals to 0.02. Okay, so 0.2 divided by 0.02, what you will get? 0.2 divided by 0.02, you will get 10. 10 cms negative 1. Okay, and for V, right, 1.4 divided by 0.02. Okay, I think you will get 70, right? Is that correct? 1.4 divided by 0.02. Yes, 70. Okay, and then the next part is T. Okay, the time. Okay, so remember for acceleration, for time we have to jump, right? So start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1. Okay, so I repeat again the T. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Okay, multiply by the total time for each part, right? So this one the time is 0.2. 0.02, right? So 4 multiplied by 0.02 because only one tick. It consists only one tick only. Before they consist 10 tick, right? So this one consists only one tick. So 0.02. So this one you will get 0.08. Okay, and then you can use the formula. Okay, V is 70, U is 10, and the time here is 0.08. So means 60 divided by 0.08, we get 750. S negative 2. Anyone got this one correct? Say 600, 3.75. So no one got it correct. Okay. So if you want to copy it down first, teacher, so we cannot just count the tick. Yes, for for acceleration, if you want to find the acceleration, you have to find the t, right? The time interval. So the time interval, you cannot count the tick. You have to jump. Okay. For acceleration, you want to find the time to calculate the acceleration, you have to jump this t. Okay. But for the t here, for the velocity, you just that one you count the tick. One, this one you one tick, right? So one only. Okay. So are you clear? Okay, very clear. Okay. All right. Okay, this part. Try to do. This one is same like the first example I show you. So the direction of motion to the right, right? So if to the right means this part come up first. Okay, so this DE should be U and AB should be V. Okay, so U S over T, V is also S over T. Okay, and then the time here. Okay, so remember one tick is equals to 0.02 second. Negative 200 cms negative 2. Anyone? Other answer? Negative 200. Okay, Kelly also got negative 200. Okay, Ying also got 200. Howard also got 200. It's the same person that always answer the question. Then if like this, I can only like give this 4 or maybe 5 people TP 4 or TP 5. Others, you don't give me response, so means I cannot give you any TP, right? TP 1, TP 2 or TP 3. I already remember all the names that always answer. Just try. It doesn't matter if you're wrong. I mean, I know you are trying to do the questions. If you don't understand, then you can ask. Okay, yearly negative 200. Okay, so mostly of you got 200. Yes, the answer. Okay, so let's see U, right? So the S is actually the distance, 8 cm here. So 8, right? And then the time is, okay, so for the time taken, okay, for T, if you want to calculate the velocity, means you have to count how many ticks, okay, in this part. Okay, right? So 1, don't jump, okay? This one you have to count the tick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, or you can put it like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so don't jump. If you jump, you will get 4 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this one, if you want to calculate the velocity, just calculate how many ticks. Okay, so 5 times, so 1 tick is 0.02, so 5 times 0.02. So 8 divided by 0.1. So 8 divided by 0.1 means you will get 80. Okay. For V, okay, for V the displacement is 2. Okay. Alright, for the time taken here, for the T here, you don't need to calculate anymore because they will give you equally, right? So this one is 5 tick, this one also 5, this one also 5, this one also 5. You have to divide it equally. So this one you don't need to calculate anymore. So you just straight away take 5 times 0.02. Okay, so you get to 0.1, so you will get 20. Okay, for the time you want to calculate the acceleration, this one you have to jump. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so jump. 1, 2, 3. So 3 times. Okay, 3 times. So you have to count how many ticks inside for each part. Okay, so this one already count. So 3 times 5 times 0.02. So 3 times 0.1, right? So we get 0.3. Okay, we get 0.3. Okay, and then next you can use the formula. A is V minus U divided by T. So V is 20, A minus 80, okay, divided by 0.3. Okay, so we get negative 60 divide by 0.3, you will get negative 200, right? Very good. You get 200 CMS negative 2. And this one you will get CMS negative 1. Okay, don't forget the unit. This one is second. Okay. So what does it mean by negative here? Anyone? What does it mean by negative here? Yes, very good. Deceleration. Okay, means the object is in deceleration, means the velocity decreasing. Right? The velocity decreasing. Okay. So this one experiment we do later. Okay, when the school open. Right. Okay. So how you want to find for this part? Okay, what is the time between two dots? Okay. So let's try to answer this one first. Okay, I give you time for you to try. So let's see if you can understand. Okay, try first for number 3. That's not deceleration. For A and B first. Okay. What is the time between two dots? What is the time for one streak? 0.02. That one is for A. And then for B? Okay, yes, correct. Right? The time between two dots here, from here to here is 0.02. From here to here, 0.02. Here to here, 0.02. Here and here also 0.02. So the time between two dots is 0.02 seconds, right? So what is the time taken for one strip? 0.2. Very good. Okay. So you just calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So means time for one strip is 10 ticks times by 0.02. You will get 0.2 second for one strip here. Okay, for one strip here 0.02. Sorry, 0.2. Okay, for between two ticks is 0.02. Right? Okay, good. Okay, and then next part, what is the initial velocity? So initial velocity, you already know the formula U is S divided by T. Okay, for this part, U is here, V is here. Okay, so try to calculate. Ten cm S negative 1. 10 cm S negative 1. Shuanki. Yilin. Kelly. Zoe. Tenten. Shuyan also 10. Howard also 10. Okay, so let's see whether it's correct or not. Okay, so S is 12, right? So the time taken for one strip here we already count before 0.2, right? Because there are 10 ticks, right, for each strip. So the total time for one strip here is 0.2. Okay, so 12 divided by 0.2 is 60. Sorry. This one should be, wait. Not 12, right? This one should be 2. Sorry. Wait, I did it first. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this one should be 2 divided by 0.2, right? Okay, so you get 10, right? Okay, what is, how about V? Okay, how about V? V already calculated before, right? V is S over T, so 12 divided by 0.2, so you get 60 cm S negative 1. Okay. Alright, so what is the time interval? Time interval to change from initial velocity to final velocity. Means from U to V. So remember, if I say if you want to find the time interval, okay, for the initial to final velocity, this one we have to calculate the acceleration, right? So you have to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I jump. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So 10 multiplied by, okay, what is the total time for each strip? So the total time for each strip that we already calculate, that is 0.2. Okay, yes, very good. So you get 2 seconds. Okay, remember for the time interval from to change from initial velocity to final velocity T, this one you have to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 multiplied by the total time for each strip. Before this, you calculate the time you multiply by the total time for each part, right? So this one is also same. Okay, so you get 2 seconds. Then after that, you can use the formula, okay, for acceleration, V minus U divided by T. So 60 minus 10 and the time is 2. Okay, so 50 divided by 2 is what? 25 cms negative 2. Okay, are you clear how to calculate if they give you like one strip and then after that they will divide into 10 ticks, then they arrange in the graph. Okay, then you have to calculate. Okay, very good. Okay, now you have to try on your own. This one. This one they give you 10 ticks. You already state 10 ticks. Okay, for each ticker or for each strip they got 10 ticks here. Took me a while to understand. Yeah. Later when you do the experiment, right, and you will understand better. But hopefully the school will open soon. Okay. If not, we got so many experiments that we cannot do. We don't have time. Okay, whether to see you understand or not, you try for A. For 4B, later I will teach. That one is different. Okay, try to calculate for A first. Okay, remember, find the V, find the U, and find T. And then use in the formula. Okay. $100 cms negative 2. 100 cms negative 2. Okay. Right, so let's see is it correct or not. So for A, okay, find U first. Okay. So remember this one is U, this one is V. Okay. If one strip like that, you have to see the direction of motion. Okay. This one already know at the front there, that one is U, at the back is V. Okay. So 4 divided by, okay, already told you that it has a 10 ticks, right? So one tick is 0.02. So 10 multiplied by 0.02. So 4 divided by 0.2, you got 20. Is it? 4 divided by 0.2, 20? Yeah, okay. And then for V is S over T. So 24 divided by 10 multiplied by 0.02. Okay, so you got 24 divided by 0.2, you will get 10, 120. Okay, that's 120. Okay, and then the time, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for velocity, V minus U divided by T. T means you have to find, you have to jump. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 multiplied by the multiplied by total time for each strip. So this one for each strip is 0.2, right? So 0.2. So you get 0.1. Okay, and then next part you have to use the formula. Okay, so V is 120 minus 20 divided by time 0.1. So 100 divided by 0.1. Is it? Wait. How come you got 100? 5 multiplies. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Why you didn't tell me earlier? Cannot erase anymore. Okay, never mind. This cancel. So this one is 1 second. Thank you for telling me. Okay. So you got 100 cms negative 1. Sorry, negative 2. Right, thank you. So this is the answer for A. Okay. So good. Alright, so let's see for B, average velocity. For average velocity, you have to total up all the length of the strip here. So means 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16 plus 20 plus 24. You have to add all the length of the strip here. Okay, so 4, okay, 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16 plus 20 plus 24. Okay, so this one will be the displacement, the S. Okay, so calculate 12, 24, 40, 60, 84, isn't it? Okay, okay, thank you. Shuanqi. Okay, 84 cm. Right, 84 cm. Okay, and then you have to find the time, total time. Okay, for the total time for average velocity, this is velocity, not acceleration. Okay, for the acceleration, you find the time interval. So that's why you have to jump. Okay, for this one, you only, the formula for average velocity is what? What is the formula for average velocity? Anyone know? Average velocity. Total displacement divide by time. Total time, right? So total time. Okay, so the total time means you have to know, okay, for each strip there is 0.2, right? 0.2 seconds. So how many strips are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they got 6. So means the time here is 6 times 0.2. Okay, so you will get, right, 1.2, right? Right? Okay, then you can use the formula here. So the total displacement is 84. 84 divided by 1.2. Okay, 1.2. So we get 70. Right? So 70 cms negative 1. Okay, so average velocity. Okay, so remember for average velocity, you just add all the length of the strip here, 4 times 8, 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16 plus 20 plus 24. Okay, so after you add all the displacement here and then you have to find the total time. So remember the total time here, this is velocity, not acceleration. So mean you cannot jump. Okay, you have to calculate how many strips are these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 strips, right? So one strip is 0.2. If 6 means 6 multiplied by 0.2, you will get 1.2. Okay, and then you just substitute in the formula. Okay, and then you will get answer 70 cms negative 1. Okay, are you clear? Are you clear for these questions? Right, very good. Okay. If you are clear, okay, can you try to answer tutorial 2.1? Okay, I think we stop until this first. Okay, this one I will continue on Friday. Okay, so let's see tutorial 2.1. Okay, wait, I find first the tutorial. Okay. Okay, for those who already have the paper, you can see question number 1 and question number 2. Okay, for those who still didn't take the module, you can see on my screen. So I hope you can go to the school to take the tutorial. Okay, right, number 1 and number 2. Which physical quantity is equals to displacement? Divide by time. B. Velocity. Why not A? A is, what is the formula for speed? Why not using A? Very good. Okay. Because speed is distance divided by time and velocity displacement divided by time. Okay. And speed is actually the scalar, right? Scalar quantity means is ignore the direction, only the magnitude. Okay. But for the velocity, okay, it's a vector quantity. So you have to consider the direction and also the magnitude. Okay. Alright, for number 2, the acceleration of car moving with a constant velocity will be. What is the acceleration of the car if it moves with constant velocity? Yes, very good. Constant velocity, 0. Right? Constant velocity means it will not change. The velocity is equal, like say if I travel 30 meter per second for 1 hour, means for 1 hour my velocity is 30 meter per second. Okay, it does not change. So mean I'm not, my car didn't accelerate. Okay, so means the acceleration is 0. Okay, the velocity, the value here, the magnitude is always constant. Okay, throughout all the journey. Okay. Right, let's see for number 3. Okay, number 3. Muthu cycles from his house to the shop. Okay, while coming back, he stops at Ahmad's house. What is his displacement from his house? Okay, from his house to shop. Okay, and then stop at Ahmad's house. Okay. Alright, 300. Okay, correct. So from Muthu, okay, Muthu cycle from his house to shop. So the displacement is 300 plus 400. Okay, so 700. Alright. And then when he get back from the shop, okay, he stopped at Ahmad's house. So you know already when the forward direction, if the forward direction means the displacement is positive. Okay, when it turn back, it will become negative. Okay, so Muthu to shop is already 700 meter and it's a forward, right? So means forward means positive. 300 plus 400, so 700. So when it get back, it turns back. Okay, now so the displacement is negative 400, right? So 700 negative 400, so you will get 300. Okay, so the answer is A. Okay, very good. Right, number 4 and number 5. Okay, and then I will stop. Okay, number 4 and number 5. Last 2 questions. B. Okay. Which of the following is true regarding the motion of an object having 0 acceleration? So this one is actually same like question number 2 if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay. So if 0 acceleration means the velocity is uniform or it will say constant velocity. Okay, or uniform velocity. So the answer is B. Okay, very good. Right, last one, number 5. C. Kenny, that means the number 5, the answer is C. Or you give answer for number 4. Number 4. Oh, number 4, C. Wait. Rest or move with uniform velocity. If rest means the velocity is 0. Okay? Velocity is 0. At the rest also 0, right? At the rest velocity is, yes, velocity is 0, but if move with the uniform velocity, means it's move at the same, like 30 meter per second, always 30. They have a value. Okay, if V zero, that one is not uniform. That one is not zero acceleration. Okay, uniform velocity. Okay, a tick from a ticker timer is a timetable. Yes, number 5 is A. Okay, a tick from a ticker timer is a time interval between two consecutive dots on a ticker tape. Very good. Okay, alright. So as a homework, I want you to try question number 7, number 8, okay, and also number 9. Okay, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so you still have like 20 minutes more, right? Okay, and she already start early. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, so you still have like 10 more minutes. So you can try number 7, number 8, number 9. Okay, once you already answer, you can text me to give your answer. And also I want you to show the calculation, how you calculate, okay, for 7, 8, and 9. Right? So any problem you want to ask teacher? Any? No. Okay, so if anything, you can text me. Right, so thank you, class. Okay, so see you on Friday. Take care. Bye. So long and good day. Bye. Welcome. Welcome. Take care.